Welcome to Human Design Powered Business. I'm Victoria Gibson, and every week I am sharing how you can harness your human design to unlock more flow, leverage, and opportunity within your business. So let's dive in. Have you ever felt like you're transmitting from a different wavelength than your perfect people? Like you have a truth to share, but the words you use just aren't moving people to buy? Or maybe you've followed all the formulas, you've shown up consistently, done all the things, but you still can't find the message that makes people move. Well, here's what I know for sure after 15 years in digital marketing and 2 years deep in human design work with entrepreneurs. It's not your expertise, it's not your offers, and it's definitely not you. What's creating static in your message is that you haven't discovered the hidden energetics of your messaging, and that's keeping your perfect people from recognizing you. It leads to attracting clients that drain you because you can help them in theory, but they just don't light you up. Or your offers aren't setting the world on fire because even when people engage with them, they don't buy. The problem may seem like your offer. It may look like your message. It may even appear to be the market, but it's more than likely the fact that you haven't harnessed the energetics of your message revealed within your human design. I'm Victoria, and I'm a manifestor who spent years trying to follow everyone else's playbook before I discovered that I'm just not designed to do business like everyone else, and neither are you. So today I'm going to walk you through exactly what your messaging source code is, why it matters, and how activating it changes everything about how you show up, who finds you, and how revenue flows to you. Stay with me. This is going to be good. So let's talk about what's actually happening when your perfect people can't find you. Because here's the thing. You're smart. You're talented. You've built success before, but somewhere along the way, you started outsourcing your authority. You hired the mentors, you followed the frameworks, you tried the funnel, the hook, the headline formula, the scaling strategy, the post like this template, and some of it worked. For a while at least. But then it stopped feeling good, or worse, it stopped working at all. And now you're stuck in this exhausting cycle of second-guessing every move, every post, every offer, wondering why those offers don't land the way that they should or that they used to, watching others with less experience and, let's face it, less smarts than you get way more recognition, trying strategy after strategy that just feel kind of off. Can you relate? Here's what's really happening underneath all of that. You've been trying to broadcast from someone else's frequency. You've been dimming yourself to be received by more people. You've been borrowing voices instead of using your own authentic voice. You've been creating offers based on what you think will sell or what someone else is selling, not what you're actually designed to share or that you're here to share. And your soul line, those perfect fit clients, collaborators, and opportunities, they can't find you. Not because you're doing anything wrong, but because you're not transmitting your truth. You're not transmitting your unique frequency. It's kind of like tuning a radio. If you're slightly off the station, even just by a hair, all people hear is static, or worse, nothing at all. And here's what happens when there's that static in your message. You attract clients that drain you because you can help them in theory, but they don't light you up. Your offers don't convert. Even when people engage with your content, they don't buy. You second guess everything, wondering if it's the offer, the messaging, the market, when really you just haven't harnessed the missing link that is the energetics encoded in your human design. And you know what the saddest part is? Your people are out there looking for you. They're tired of commoditized information, generic inspiration, and borrowed wisdom. They want the specific transformation that only you can provide when you're transmitting your truth. But they can't recognize you yet because you're still trying to sound like someone else. And you're not even doing this intentionally, I know, but it's unintentionally blocking you. Now, here's the good news. There's a reason why some entrepreneurs seem to attract clients effortlessly, why their content just lands, why people say, I don't know why, I just trust you, even if it's in their head. Why opportunities find them instead of the other way around. And it's not because they have a better funnel. It's not because they're more talented or more experienced than you. It's because they're transmitting their truth. And that truth comes from their messaging source code. Now, your messaging source code is your energetic expression blueprint that is mapped within your human design chart. It's not mystical fluff. It's not another personality test. It's not generic advice that applies to everyone. It's your specific recipe for communication, influence, and resonance. It's how you're wired to express this. And it reveals how you're designed to succeed in business, not how someone else succeeded or someone told you to succeed or how you think you should be succeeding, right? It's how you need to show up so the right people recognize you instantly. It's who you're meant to serve. Your soul line, I like to call them. Not a niche you forced yourself into. It's what you're here to share. It shows you what you're here to share and how to communicate it so it resonates deeply. So you don't stay looking for the right words that are actually going to land. You just naturally express those words you were designed to share and the ones that your soul line are designed to hear. It also shares what you're designed to sell, solutions that honor your energy and create natural demand. And when you activate these elements, something magical happens. Your message becomes magnetically potent. You stop chasing clients. You stop convincing. You stop performing for approval. And your soul line, they find you. Not because you pushed them to or manipulated them with the perfect hook, but because you're finally transmitting your truth. You're broadcasting as you, and they recognize that frequency instantly. Your human design holds the key to your aligned perspective and how to infuse it throughout your content, creative, and communications. This is the essential distinction that takes you from just another expert sharing information to a transformational leader sharing from your soul purpose. It's why we can hear information from two different people and one just lights us up and the other person just totally gives us the ick. Same information, different energy. That's the energetics of messaging at play and how it can be the difference between you being in flow and getting heard by the right people and being completely blocked and staying hidden in plain sight. Now, let me explain what I mean by soul line, because this is a game changer. In human design, there's something called your fractal line. It's a specific frequency of people you're energetically designed to connect with in this lifetime. You're energetically designed to connect with them. You're on the same path and you help them fulfill their potential while they help you. But here's what most people don't understand. Your soul line isn't a demographic. It's not women 35 to 50 in burnout who live in the US. It's not something you target or segment to work out exactly who's buying and get there, right? Your soul line is a resonance pattern. It's actually the hidden geometry of connection that is wired into the world at large, right? And it's something that we can't often see because it's an invisible energy. Everything is energy, right? These are the people who are tuned to your specific frequency. And they're not just clients. Your soul line includes mentors who show up exactly when you need the right guidance, collaborators who amplify your work in unexpected ways, partners who introduce you to the perfect opportunities, team members with complementary skills who just get you and support you with love. Clients who refer other ideal clients without being asked. And when you're in alignment with your design, your soul line creates an effortless business ecosystem. It's a true win-win. And you don't force this. You don't chase it. You don't engineer it with traditional marketing tactics. You activate it by being you, by transmitting your truth. And human design shows you exactly how. And I've even made that easier by sharing the messaging source code to make that happen faster and with more impact than ever before, right? It takes away a lot of the complication of applying human design and experimenting with it. Not to say that's not good, it's great, but this is a great way to shortcut that success in business and allow you to show up as your perfect self and reap the rewards on a win-win basis. So here's the part that blew my mind when I first learned this. You can't force your soul line to find you. The creator of human design, Ra Uru Hu, another Manifestor 5-1, said that your fractal line, your soul line, isn't something you analyze or target. It finds you through resonance. So the fastest way to attract your perfect people, it's not to do more marketing. It's to stop dimming your frequency, to stop that static in your broadcasting and start transmitting your truth. And that's exactly what happens when you understand and apply your messaging source code. So let me break down what your messaging source code actually consists of, because there are 5 soul line activation elements drawn from your human design chart.
And when these are aligned and activated, your message becomes magnetically potent. Here they are. So, element 1 is soul style. This is where you access your energetic strategy. This is how you succeed. It's your type, strategy, and authority in human design. And this is where we leave behind all the tired, old messaging protocols so you can own your energetic strategy. It's the unspoken feeling you create in the people that you're designed to impact. This is the foundation of everything. It shows you how you're designed to use your energy and express it so that your soul line can hear you. It's how you make aligned decisions. It's how you show up in a way that honors your design instead of burning you out. Even if you only take this one element away, it will radically shift how you operate. Element 2 is your soul role, how you show up. It's your profile in human design, right? It's the character that you are. And your profile determines how people perceive you, what role you're here to play, and how you naturally build trust and authority. And when you understand your soul role, this activation element, you stop trying to be someone you're not. And you start owning the energy that makes you magnetic because it's absolutely undeniably you. The third soul line activation element is soul service, who you see and serve. So we come from how you succeed, how you show up with the first two elements. Now we go to who you see and serve in your soul service. And this is found in your nodes, the through line of your life's purpose. Your human design takes you straight to the truth of your target audience and how to speak to them. And that's because your soul service reveals the archetypal identity of the people on your soul line. So you can really understand the kind of messaging that's going to work for them and what's not. So immediately you're ahead of the game in understanding the kind of people who are on your soul line, the identity that they embrace and what they're seeking. Then we can look at the specific problem they're experiencing and that path that you can take them on to transform and take them to the ultimate destination. It's all revealed in your human design. It is so incredibly helpful. Not like a lot of those messaging formulas and niching formulas where you sit there and scratch your head and think, well, I don't know, or maybe I should do it this way, or maybe because they told me to do it this way, I should do it that way. None of that. It's already encoded in your human design. We just bring it out in the messaging source code, particularly in your soul service. Your soul service is really the new evolution of niching. It's not based on demographics, but on resonance. It gives you amazing insight into the direction of your message and your brand and how you can use that for way more impact. Then we come to the fourth soul line activation element, which is your soul strengths. This is where you get to leverage your hidden superpowers. This is how you shine. It's your channels of definition in human design, the places where you have consistent access to specific energy. This isn't the expertise you share, but the energy of delivery and of the impact that you're designed to have from your soul service. So your soul strengths show you what you're naturally gifted at, what themes run through your work, what makes your message uniquely potent and strong, and the hidden superpowers that shortcut value and transformation for your audience. And when you lean into these soul strengths, your authority becomes undeniable. It's natural influence personified and ensures that your beautiful soul line get what they came for. And that feels good for everyone. Okay, so let's go to the fifth soul line activation element, which is your soul solutions. This is where you power your profits, because this is about what you sell, or more accurately, what you're designed to offer. Transform your centers of magnetic energy into offers that sell. They're the place where we've gathered wisdom over time and that we can leverage, and they're the place our soul line's naturally attracted to. So why don't we leverage that? Not for fear, manipulation, or force, but to work with the natural energy and the impact and value that we're always designed to offer. Okay? So we find the most marketable areas of influence that command attention naturally. So your soul solutions reveal what transformation you're here to guide, what offerings honor your energy, what creates natural demand and sustainable revenue, the unexpected areas your perfect people are drawn to, like moths to a flame. And when you use these areas to shape your offers, it creates a natural conversion energy. This isn't about forcing an offer the market wants. It's about activating solutions that flow naturally from your design. Pretty cool, huh? So those are the 5 elements. And when you activate them, your soul line recognizes you instantly and they resonate with what you have. They can't help but come towards you. So that means your message resonates, your offers convert, your revenue naturally flows without chasing, without convincing, without burning out. Now, I want to talk about what gets in the way. Because if activating your messaging source code was easy, you'd already be doing it. But here's the truth. There are 20 specific fears encoded in your human design chart. Yeah, as if we didn't already have enough ups and downs to deal with. They live in your 3 awareness centers, and they can be fears around your ideas and thinking, fears around being seen emotionally, connecting, or being rejected, and some primal fears about safety, failure, and inadequacy. And these fears, well, they're why your message so often stays hidden. They create anxiety about whether your ideas are good enough, the fear of rejection or not being understood. Overwhelm and perfectionism lives here, right? The kind that keeps you stuck. That resistance to visibility, even when you know you have something amazing to share, comes from there. For me, I carried the fear of rejection in my design twice. Even though I'm here to share bold, activating insights, part of me is terrified they won't land, that I'll be misunderstood, that I'll be rejected and no one will love me anymore, right? All those fears, they live inside us and they can really block our message. And for years, that kept me so small. It kept me studying instead of sharing. It kept me perfecting instead of posting. It kept me endlessly moving my offers around. And it kept me invisible. It also kept me pretty burnt out too. But here's the gift. When you face these fears and understand them, they transform into your genius and wisdom. That fear of rejection taught me exquisite timing and tone. I'm still working on it, but I'm much better than where I was, making it mean something about me and keeping me small. Because your fears aren't flaws. They're the raw material of your power and your truth. And when you understand which fears are active in your chart and how to elevate them to the gift, everything changes. And that's part of the work that we do in messaging source code. Because how do you transcend those fears? By activating the truth of who you are. And that is what messaging source code gives you. So here's what I want to invite you into. I've created a live 6-week messaging source code activation program. This is the first group coaching experience I've offered in 3 years, and it's designed to help you uncover your 5 soul line activation elements that I ran through just before. Face and transmute the fears that are blocking your visibility. Activate your unique frequency so your soul line can find you, and create crystal clear messaging that resonates deeply and converts naturally, along with building a profitable personal brand from your purpose. It honors your design and creates sustainable revenue, impact, and value. Real win-win between your soul line and you. That creates unstoppable success. And over those 6 weeks, we dive into each of those 5 elements and the fears, and understanding how you can crystallize your beautiful energetic expression so that you can get back on track. The beauty in the messaging source code and these activation elements is that sometimes you may only need one to radically turn around your current business reality, to let in amazing clarity, to allow you to finally express your truth. It's often just one insight, but instead you have a depth across all 5 soul line activation elements that transform the way you think about showing up and sharing in your business, and the way you think about the future of how you are going to succeed. They include live coaching, video trainings, personalized guides, thinking custom guides. It's not all about ChatGPT. It's about putting your birth date in and getting your messaging plan. None of it having to wade through all the stuff that doesn't apply to your design. And real-time application, so you can start using this immediately with my oversight and some feedback and communication there that will help you transmit your truth, right? It's going to take you from commodity to creative leader, and all the beautiful things that come from that. By the end, you'll have your complete messaging source code guide, personalized to your design, about 100 pages. But more than that, it's tailored to you and it's synthesized. It's not just human design jargon put on a page. It's synthesized to be immediately relevant with what you're trying to do in your business, no matter what stage of business you're at. And here's what happens when you activate it. First, recognition. Your soul line sees you clearly. Second, resonance. That is the most important currency right now, where there's little trust, where there's a lot of fluctuation and a lot of uncertainty. Resonance is what elevates you above the crowd. It's what takes you from commodity to leader. It means that you become irreplaceable. You resonate with what you share as well. So it's double-sided. Not only are you resonating with them, you're resonating with the message that you're sharing, unlike a lot of those borrowed strategies that maybe you've used in the past or the ones that you've quite frankly outgrown. Then that leads to more response. Your soul line responds, engages and says yes, which in turn leads to more revenue, that kind of value exchange that flows naturally without all the effort and burnout and hits and misses. We're always going to have some level of experimentation and tweaking and aligning with what we want to get out there in the world, but this makes it so much easier because you're not hoping and praying this is going to work for you. This will work for you because it's aligned with who you are. And that leads to more rewards, shared success and sustainable scale without burnout. So if you want to find out more, either you can head to victoriagibson.com and join instantly, or you can watch a deeper dive masterclass where I'm breaking down 3 messaging myths that are keeping you invisible, what your messaging source code actually is in a little bit more depth than what we've done in this episode, how to stop outsourcing your authority and start trusting your design. So I'm going to lay that out. You can listen to it on audio or watch it, either or. It's got speed control so you can go faster if you want to. You may not hear a lot. I already talk pretty quickly, but you've got that opportunity, right? I want you to be able to take these insights away because they are an absolute necessity in this market to help you resonate, to help you come back to the truth of who you are. So this is for you if you've created success before, but something has shifted, that you're sick of strategies that don't honor who you are, and you're ready to stop dimming yourself and start transmitting your truth and having clarity in how to do that in a way that feels really good for you and really good for the people you're here to serve. So if you're ready to call in your soul line, instead of convincing strangers to care about a message maybe you don't even believe in anymore, if you've created success before but something has shifted, you're sick of strategies that don't honor who you are, and you're ready to stop dimming yourself and start transmitting your truth with freedom and purpose. You're ready to call in your soul line instead of convincing strangers to care. Let me share what happened for a few women who've done this work. Sarah, a business coach, told me, I've been in business for 8 years and I've never understood why some strategies drain me while others energize me. And this finally makes sense. Jennifer, a brand strategist, says that she didn't realize how much she had been hiding and how just by shining a light on those fears could make them even seem a whole lot lighter. That's what's possible when you stop outsourcing your authority and start trusting and transmitting from your messaging source code. So if you're ready to stop chasing formulas, if you're ready to finally transmit your truth and create real resonance that drives revenue, if you're ready to call in your soul line instead of convincing strangers to care, then join Messaging Source Code. Go to victoriagibson.com. And if you still want to hear more about this, then make sure you register for the masterclass. I want you to have these tools that help you become more you. I want you to stop questioning the words that you're sharing and letting that block how you show up and how you get more of your perfect clients. This is the answer, and I cannot wait to share it with you. Because remember, your human design never changes. When you build your messaging on your energetic blueprint instead of trending tactics or tools, you create something no AI can replicate and no algorithm can diminish. Because when your messaging is broadcasting in your unique frequency, it stops being static and it starts getting heard. It's clear, it's true, it gets recognized and rewarded because it resonates. Your perfect people are already out there waiting and looking for you. You know that. You've had it already, but you want more of it and you want more of it consistently, and you want to understand how it works in the changed environment. Quite frankly, like all of us, we're tired of generic inspiration and borrowed wisdom. We want the specific transformation only you can share when you're transmitting your truth. The question isn't what to say. The question is, why haven't you been saying it? Let's change that and activate your messaging source code. Thanks for listening into today's episode. If you want to dive deeper, make sure you head to victoriagibson.com. There you're going to find all the resources that you need, free guides, free human design reports to get all those insights that you are craving about how to clarify your message, your marketing, and your impact using the power of human design. There's also an opportunity for you to get my profit code blueprint where you're going to understand the 6 cash flow keys that help you live out your purpose and profit peacefully from it. So head on over, grab your goodies, and come on into my world. I can't wait to see you there. See you next time.